Part 1, Introduction. Self-expression through writing.
Ideas at work. Ideas, incubated in the writer's experience, shaped in his consciousness, refined and polished by his imagination.
Yeah. Check. Welcome to Newspeak, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I lace my shoes up, moving motivated, though I'm bruised to prove toughness is discipline. You use as fuel through rough periods. Man, I've been seriously ill in health and close enough to witness why my uncle killed himself. First person, living limited in third person, a burnt version of my previous self with only these imperfect words to keep me company. Don't grind around or under me. I survived those times but didn't do it comfortably. Making this album over 2 years in my 20s, the worst 2 years of any, though 25 isn't many. I've already wasted more than I can forgive myself for. I've been through hell and all I can tell you is hell's warm. Haven't felt normal in years since I lived there. No one said life is fair, so I can either sit and stare at the walls and make a choice to cherish this all and make the best of it. I'm optimistic, I won't be a pessimist forever. I'll leave it all behind, I'll leave it all behind. The keys to paradise are in my hands. If only I could make myself understand. I'll leave it all behind, leave it all behind. The keys to paradise are in my hands. If only I can make myself understand. Discipline, perseverance, determination, resolve. That's Dp-Dr to me, what's it mean to y'all? I tatted on my arm to remind me when I fall that I'm stronger than I think. I won't think this can be resolved. I see it all through the eyes of a person flying blind. In trying times I spent time trying to find meaning in the seemingly meaningless facts of life. You only wonder what's the point when it's pressed to you by a knife. And that's literal irony. Inside of me I'm bitter, old and jaded, trying hard to resist, get a hold and save this place I have left and upgrade its preservation. You're only young once and that's a tough realization. When you've wasted time like I have, like everyone else has. I felt bad, made myself mad, but use that as my motivation to get strong. Get sickness, a stiff arm. I survived the pits and I guess all I got was this song. Yeah, welcome to Newspeak. Made over 2 years. The worst 2 years of my life. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a fucking torturous curse, setbacks, cool twists of fate, a bunch of bullshit. I'll leave it all behind, I'll leave it all behind. The keys to paradise are in my hands. If only I could make myself understand. I'll leave it all behind, leave it all behind. The keys to paradise are in my hands. If only I could make myself understand. Smokestacks covered in dust and cold winters, but saw the streets rust up the trucks. A community of blue collars all busting their guts, working shitty jobs to bring their families a couple of bucks. Just the burg inside. Good people, some worse than dirt and crime. A block from my grandfather's house, the man got tied and burned alive. In this environment, it's gonna be hard to survive. That's why my father left and got in a car with his wife, with us 2 kids and even the pet bird, to go back to school in Oregon and listen to lectures and change the textures of the background from a dirty city to the so-called city of trees and all the suburban pretty habitat. We lived in an average shack with cheap rent, so small my dad slept on the floor for years after he went to school and graduated successfully as the man who made it. Though I haven't told you lately, no, I love you, David.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I share a poem with myself to make myself feel less alone.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I throw my feet onto the stones and my mind into the road.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I spend my life sowing the seed, but not knowing what it'll grow.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I don't wanna change again, I need safety, I need hope. Jeff was sick. His kidney was infected. At the same time he was going crazy, acting schizophrenic. My mother tried to warn their parents he might do something, but their father John turned his back and didn't do nothing, cause he was practically equally as crazy acting as his son was, locking himself in his room for stretches of several sun-ups. On top of that, the letter came to break the back and be the straw. Uncle Sam told his nephew Jeff he was off to Vietnam. Days went by, nobody caught his sight of Jeff. My mother had gotten a funny feeling about that night he left. Confirmed when she saw the front page news' picture. The headline story: man jumps off the biggest bridge in Pittsburgh. Gone fast. My mother suffered longer and probably would have died herself if she wasn't stronger. I'll honor the uncle I never got to meet, but still, for all your struggles, mother, I hope the heaven you believe in's real.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I share a poem with myself to make myself feel less alone.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I throw my feet onto the stones in my mind into the road.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I spend my life sowing the seed, but not knowing what it'll grow.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I don't wanna change again, I need safety, I need hope. It's like walking in the snow, feeling cold upon your face. I got everywhere to go, but I can't get there in this state. Like, I put the future on hold, hoping it stays bright. Running through the tunnel, chasing the escaping daylight. Took my dive from great height, slipped through my skinny finger slit, sifting through the hourglass sands for things I missed. What drove me to the brink of this? Hiding my mom with my guts lined with the type of energy that drives a flinging fist. I just wish I could feel the same as I did with my first girl. The sensation of standing stationary while the earth swirls. The circles around you sound like it's trapped in your orbit, which distracts you from your backside where the black gathering storm is. I'm just a morbid skeptic like Johnny and Naked, kicked by the god he's forsaken, twisting his body in hatred. An obvious native of the mad world's rockiest basement. So don't tell me that God and Satan cannot be related.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I share a poem with myself to make myself feel less alone.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I throw my feet onto the stones in my mind into the road.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I spend my life sowing the seed, but not knowing what it'll grow.
I ain't dying till I share my diary with this glow.
I don't wanna change again, I need safety, I need home.
Hi, what's up? What's wrong with you? Well, I don't know, are you not leaving your house? Please give me a response. Bye.
I live as if I could never get any better. I'm ingesting medicines with negative benefits, impaired with sex and side effects. So just snip the tether, it's cleverly poetic. I accept the sentence, just would you please explain the sentiment? I'm not quite dead enough to forget about how things were before. Confused and used upon the floor, cautionary metaphor, symbolic offering. I'm awfully sorry, okay? Please don't leave me lost in the crowd at the end of the day. And a lucid daydream on the outside, looking in, think about what I could've been. Just a good kid, thinking this is not the way that it should've been. Wishing that I would've been different, but it isn't what I wouldn't get lit. Put an end to this bitterness, pressing the tape rewind. But me and my fellow psychos will probably be strange till the day we die. I can't say what I want, cause there aren't any words to describe the irreversible, exquisite cursive applied to the stony surface inside the curse of my mind, blurring the lines between the hearse that I drive and my refurbished purpose in life. Cause a person can die, still walk around like they're not dropped. They heard the blast, kept moving, didn't notice they got shot. Just automatic, mechanical, chemical responses. I've never met a ghost that wasn't me, so this house is haunted. In a lucid daydream on the outside, looking in, think about what I could've been. Just a good kid, thinking this is not the way that it should've been. Wishing that I would've been different, but it isn't what I wouldn't get lit. Put an end to this bitterness, pressing the tape rewind. But me and my fellow psychos will probably be strange till the day we die. And there's nothing left to say, cause talking about it makes it worse. So I'll pretend like I'm not cursed, go home and write some happy verses that people might like to hear while they drink and don't really listen. Why I'm even pissing in the wind, it's really silly, isn't it? Feel the prescription to try and kill this affliction. Still I'm ill and filled with contrition from the demolition. Yes, I admit that I did it, there's no reason to pity self-inflicted wounds. I bruised the temple, now I'm losing my will to fix it. In a lucid daydream on the outside, looking in, think about what I could've been. Just a good kid, thinking there's another way that it should should have been, wishing that I would have been taken, but it isn't what I wouldn't get a little bit into this bit of this present, the tape rewind. But me and my fellow cycles will probably be strange till the day we die. As the spackling pace and slap on my face fills up the cracks, but it masks what it lays over like plastic wrap. What a fantastic trap they lay. Now I'm dazed, traipsing with strange shoulders under the weight of this internal battle between black and gray soldiers. When the day's over I pray but can't seem to believe it. In my heart I wish that Jesus walked with me, but it's just hard for me to feel anything. I'm far from this awful dream that I'm stuck in, feeling nothing. I'm disgusted, fuck it man, I've had just enough. And a lucid daydream on the outside looking in, think about what I could've been. Just a good kid, thinking this is not the way that it should've been. Wishing that I would've been taken, but it isn't what I wouldn't get a little. Put it into this bit of this pressing the tape rewind. But me and my fellow cycles will probably be strange till the day we die. And a lucid daydream on the outside looking in, think about what I could've been. Just a good kid, thinking this is not the way that it should've been. Wishing that I would've been taken, but it isn't what I wouldn't get a little. Put it into this bit of this pressing the tape rewind. But me and my fellow cycles will probably be strange till the day we die.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul Evangel speaking to you from the terminal of life near the gate of death. This is the very first time that anyone in broadcasting has been given the authority to actually witness and describe the flight of a departed soul and relay the information so that you can hear, experience, and prepare yourself for this journey.
All passengers holding space on flight FINAL should be at the gate ready for boarding.
Always learn from touch fire. Flightless birds in a cut wired tend to become quieter when introduced to the numb side of a mind blind to the sight of It's a Wonderful Life. Television, Christmas, blessed existence.
Mess with the business.
Get the business end of the stick wielded indiscriminately by a man feeling remorse minimally, because we all get it eventually and we all got it coming.
Live by the nothing, die by the something. There's no point to running.
Nothing means anything,
but everything means the world to you.
Every mammal's the same regardless of what womb it's curled into.
It's about self-preservation, insemination of the egg to the next generation. The process of creation led to this devastation. Like,
is it raining or are you pissing on me? Go back and rethink taking the Adam and Eve story literally. You must be kidding me.
Not getting the epiphany from the hand of God in the writing.
Fuck, we all deserve to fall from the lightning.
One sure thing in a world of few assurances. One sure thing is all a person gets on earth in this. One sure thing, a curse for better or worse, because one sure thing first the terms purpose and purposeless. One sure thing in a world of few assurances. One sure thing is all a person gets on earth in this. One sure thing, a curse for better or worse, because one sure thing first the terms purpose and purposeless.
I'm not ready to rest in peace, even though my thoughts are headed in the same direction as my uncle's jump trajectory. Let me be uncomfortably numb in the inevitability of my fate.
In my deficient credibility state,
I see ghosts.
I am a ghost.
My name is Graham, another host where the chronological cancer grows. My hands are frozen in a constant state of inaction.
The logic tells me they should be hot inside the mummy cloth they're wrapped in.
I Henry Dargerite, finding it hard to write. Frozen in carbonite, dark as the sky, contrasting the stars at night. Practically deceased, just waiting for confirmation.
I wish we were still tribesmen and wouldn't have to have this conversation.
Biological process wrapped in the guise of a man.
Look in the eyes of the man.
Somebody blew the pilot light.
Nobody wants to go quiet into the silent night.
We all got a coach seat booked for us on that final flight.
It don't seem real. I ain't gonna never breathe again, ever. And the other one, too.
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. You take away all he's got, and all he's ever gonna have.
Yeah. Well, I guess they had it coming.
We all have it coming, kid.
One sure thing in a world of few assurances. One sure thing is all a person gets on earth in this. One sure thing, a curse for better or worse, because one sure thing first the terms purpose and purposeless. One sure thing in a world of few assurances. One sure thing is all a person gets on earth in this. One sure thing, a curse for better or worse, because one
this all about anyway?
The service that a man can catch 40 in the deathbed he made.
From the first breath, self-destruct sequence initiated. It's hard to swallow, so don't asphyxiate it. Just try to keep stimulated. It's the year 2000 and we still can't prove that this all isn't simulated. Do what comes natural, nature will take care of the rest. As long as the heart beats there in your chest, I say you're successful.
The world's a stage, play your best role.
Cause there's no way to be sure that you'll be given an next soul.
One sure face in a world of few assurances. One sure face is all a person gets on earth in this. One sure face, a curse for better or worse, because one sure face trust the terms purpose and purposeless. One sure face in a world of few assurances. One sure face is all a person gets on earth in this. One sure face, a curse for better or worse, because one sure face trust the terms purpose and purposeless.
What the fuck are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're socking yourself in the nuts and flushing money down the toilet.
No, actually, I'm making an underground hip-hop album.
Oh.
Yeah.
Counting my blessings, not the eggs in the nest. As I'm watching the future unfold in front of my lenses. No time to take a break. I gotta hustle for mine. Nose to the grind, but a stone cold focus on rhyme. Now that I got your undivided attention, can you give me some energy? It's only half what you getting. Now I've been moving on, and we've been making connections. No one ever thought it would happen like Bush re-elected. I'ma take it in stride. So grateful for just being alive. Try to kill that negative vibe that we've been forced to listen to. Content so minimal, out to pinnacles bent in an intentional, in-depth lyrical technique, unique to me. The SLW, nice at pattern speech, so nice to make your acquaintance. Let's take this music and make the night fade.
The world is yours, but I make it mine when I rhyme. Forever grind. This type of skill is hard to find. I resist the urge to submit. I'll survive my own way. I get mine on stage when I give up.
Live rhyme display.
The world is yours, but I make it mine when I rhyme. Forever grind. This type of skill is hard to find. I resist the urge to submit. I'll survive my own way. I get mine on stage when I give up.
Live rhyme display.
I flip my manuscript illuminated, shining like the guided light for music making. Grinding mics into a pace, then applying my style. Moving straight to the cubic space that you trace in. Newspeak, the greatest of the newest tapes you've been playing. Yeah, this is years in the making now. Age to perfection, but we're still under the radar, but escaping detection. Latex in the same method as monks in monasteries, running the commentary that bumps like a fucking dromedary. Do not compare me to another rapper or any of these comedy act cartoon caricatures wanting laughter. I want my money back for every wax show that I've been to. Plus my time return for every half-ass act I've had to sit through. This is hard work, straight and build skills until they're windmills. No frills, still filling my Velcro wallet with thin bills. I've been ill, so dodge the sickness in my ink burst, and I'll keep playing chicken with a lesser fate. Let's see who plays first. The world is yours, but I make it mine when I rhyme. Forever grind. This type of skill is hard to find. I resist the urge to submit. I'll survive my own way. I get mine on stage when I give up.
Live rhyme display.
The world is yours, but I make it mine when I rhyme. Forever grind. This type of skill is hard to find. I resist the urge to submit. I'll survive my own way. I get mine on stage when I give up.
Live rhyme display.
It's like I swear myself as thin as the line between art and life that imitates it. My aim's to keep keep inquiring. Which came first? I rack my brain and downplay the irony. All in a day's best believe the name tag doesn't say I am me. Therefore I'm borderline schizo, playing this role, pushing myself like a pimp soul to let these fucking kids know. Like hustle and flow, that's one and the same. Except for the fact when it comes to the last one, I'm insane. I'm saying you clowns are way faking, I'm bound to stay stagnant. I'd rather pound your face straight to the ground than to gain fame. And I found that it's painstaking when kids are raping this game, taking it all in vain. I ain't down with that, my man, simple and plain. I've been around all that since day one. Since day two I knew what to stay away from, but still most days I can't escape from. Cotton trauma like soccer moms watching soap operas on a daily, coming to grips with the sad truth. Not even rap music can save me.
The world is yours, but I make it mine when I rhyme. Forever grind. This type of skill is hard to find. I resist the urge to submit. I'll survive my own way. Hiding mine on stage when I give up.
Live rhyme displayed.
The world is yours, but I make it mine when I rhyme. Forever grind. This type of skill is hard to find. I resist the urge to submit. I'll survive my own way. I get mine on stage when I give up.
Live rhyme displayed.
Still folded open in place, so I just sit in my home in a rage, hoping for change, but no one the same. Deep as the boat for the globe to be blazed, so one and the same as the ghost that slowly traveled over the oceans with slaves. No one is safe, no one is saved, no one to say there's two. See, once it all finally falls and breaks, the snakes will escape through the safest routes. Lace your boots, the fiend that once was caged as Zeus. The powers to be used, Newspeak and a wristboard to determine where they should place the troops. Make your move, try to live and get by. Whether you land up a spliff and get high, don't make no difference, cause time moves like a glacier. We sit as its lies, innocent minds are pacified by daily grind existences. Resistances are not carried on backs of tired citizens. It's trick to get with sadistic shit for a lower gas price. A system on the skids, kids today will see our last lights. Cause face it, this isn't a nation with just a couple black eyes. Truly in the movie version, we be the fucking bad guys. Freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. War is peace, I newspeak and double think. I'll give up all my rights for just a promise of protection. Wherever Big Brother tells me to go is my direction. Evil abides and people sheepishly hide from leaders that lie to lead us to die. It's me for the grind and get the behemoth piece of the pie. Flawed logic of elitists is trying to protect these fetuses' lives, but as soon as they leave the inside, they might as well think about windows to see if they fly. Farther than Scud missiles, weapons of mass destruction, cover-ups and government trust issues. Big Brother gets in touch with you through a wiretap. You can fire, but you can't fire back. If you riot, they'll beat you and leave you in an iron trap. No checks and balances, so threats of violence just increase the power of beasts to control me down to how I breathe. The sound of we the people, small public displays of protest, equal when no one's around to hear a tree fall in the forest. I guess resistance is too challenging. Humans follow a group mentality, devolving downward hourly. Believe in usual fallacy, see the truth is cowardly. This bitch isn't a box of chocolates, we need a new analogy. Freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. War is peace, I newspeak and double think. I'll give up all my rights for just a promise of protection. Wherever Big Brother tells me to go is my direction. So many people are bitter and poor, living within the grip of a war, but kids sent to the morgue of battle, coming on wishing they'd never been born. To the war pigs it seems simple and pure, pushing buttons with the same emotional disconnection of war, and the reality's different at the core. With soldiers manifested with post-traumatic stresses, depressed and coming home with messed up minds. Their trauma's memorized, sent to die by generals who'll never fight in a skirmish, but who march in parades proudly like they served a shining purpose in the Pentagon. Better yet, the pentagram where they plan propaganda to inspire a generation too young to remember now. To take command and invade Iraq and Afghanistan. Like, this shit's gonna be easy, you'll spread freedom and get a tan. So put your boots on, cat, it's wartime. Don't think too hard, just look at your pretty sword shine. Your lives are safe, you'll trust in your uncle if you're bright. It's not like anything like this has ever happened before, right? Freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. War is peace, I newspeak and double think. I'll give up all my rights for just a promise of protection. Wherever Big Brother tells me to go is my direction. navigate the bar scene like a blind pilot. The shot violent, surrounded by people I'm quiet. In social situations, anxieties rise violently. So when I'm not rapping, I try to hide and vibe silently. I'm in the back where the people leave you alone, and unless a lady steps and talk to me, I'm alone. I'd be just as happy at home, but I gotta go to rap shows. Besides, where else can I feel my need for secondhand smoke? And these ears are gonna deafen themselves, so I weather the noise level, cause I got a record to sell. But it seems like every other cat has got a record as well. So I hustle CDs, try not to look desperate as hell. It's pathetic, but well, I don't care, cause I'm getting shit-faced. This liquid I sip may help me feel sane in this place. So give me 6 straight past my lips chased with self-hatred. I get wasted and hit stages a slave to entertainment. Now you're in the spot, the beat is gonna drop, this MC is gonna rock.
But you don't stop.
See, Newspeak can represent the scene as well as any team, because we bring the energy.
But you don't stop.
Now you're in the spot, the beat is gonna drop, this MC is gonna rock.
But you don't stop.
See, Newspeak can represent the scene as well as any team, because we bring the energy.
But you don't stop.
People think I'm stuck up cause I bounce on my set's done. That's dumb, I won't hold your hand to lower your stress, son. It's still Northwest love, it's just that I'm having less fun than you, trying to cram more smoke inside of my left lung. I play dress up in the fashion, but beneath the baggy hoodie I'm messed up with a passion. Maladjusted, I come just to bust a couple of raps and slap hands, get love on my tracks and run home and jump in a bubble bath then. This is it, applaud the dancing bear. It's animal cruelty, but hey, it gets hands in the air, cause for 5 seconds the crowd actually cares, and the bear's got a purpose, chasing that crack, just another act in the circus. Observe this, performer with performance anxiety, with the curious urge to hide where your eyes can see in plain sight, with the Skit's Olympic torch that stays bright, or for attention and hermit, both in the same night. Now you're in the spot, the beat is gonna drop, this MC is gonna rock.
But you don't stop.
See, Newspeak can represent the scene as well as any team, because we bring the energy.
But you don't stop.
Now you're in the spot, the beat is gonna drop, this MC is gonna rock.
But you don't stop.
See, Newspeak can represent the scene as well as any team, because we bring the energy.
But you don't stop.
This is gonna be a good night, and by a good night I mean a night with a skipless CD and a good mic, wearing a nice tight looking sweater with the hood tight. I'll buy a drink and steal yours cause I forgot where I put mine. I've got good eyes, I weave through crowds like a pro, dodging waving hands to the people wind up in rows. Now with the show is hip hop, move up if you're down to get close, where girls avoid me till they hear the sound of my flows. But they probably still will. It seems to me the girls of the scene are meaner than Uma Thurman and Kill Bill. That's real ill, still I'll try my game on any injured fawn. If you're down for guys on SSRIs, then bring it on. Let's have a sing-along, the beat is ringing strong. I don't really care if you're singing wrong, as long as you're drinking on a beverage, getting pissed and leveraging your fists. Bring it to the hook, my people, let's do it like this. Now you're in the spot, the beat is gonna drop, this MC is gonna rock.
But you don't stop.
See, Newspeak can represent the scene as well as any team, because we bring the energy.
But you don't stop.
Now you're in the spot, the beat is gonna drop, this MC is gonna rock.
But you don't stop.
See, Newspeak can represent the scene as well as any team, because we bring the energy.
But you don't stop.
Yeah, Newspeak, right? Up in the spotlight. What? Stand on hilltop, arms akimbo, sky a red fire. My closing eyes symbolize the slide of a dying empire. Your generation wide, I retire steadily treaded on. 1,000 points of light in the wasteland, nothing to shed them on. I rise higher, on tiptoes, I get close to the size requirement of this roller coaster ride environment. Trying to maintain in the most insane place on the timeline. Straining to see significance, but it seems that I'm blind. The fine line, heaven and blue, kid whose scripts are tough to sit through. A drifted shit in a Huck Finn cruise, not too into going through the motions, so I coast like a ghost through doors that's closed or open. Devoted, still hoping, still guessing, perpetuating through all this existence's ill lessons. I'm stressing out, messing up, still I won't go down. Lost touch with the world, but I still feel the sound called hip-hop, music, poetry, words, memories, messages, ways we were. Weakness and strength, triumph and tragedy, hurt. Phoenix and circular sequences, rebirth. Hip-hop, music, poetry, words, memories, messages, ways we were. Weakness and strength, triumph and tragedy, hurt. Phoenix and circular sequences, rebirth. I keep moving until I'm finished. Through confusing systems, these rules of human ignorances refuse to see the beauties rooted in transience. The general crappiness of this ambience throws a sharp relief on all of the moments when I'm happiest. So I strain to grab the blessings before they boil to vapor. Past tragedies stick to my shoes like toilet paper. Keep my feet on the soil and nature through it. Remember your mistakes are your own. Know what made you do it? That's the worst though, cause the first blow's the action. Then comes the repercussions and regrets to match it. And I let them in, end up getting pent up with guilt and rage. But I thank God for this release, at least I can feel a page. And it gauge my still brain filaments. If you ain't feeling this, I'll ignore you. This song wasn't written for you. This goes out to all the crazy lone ones. Besides hubris, you're the reason that I make these poems called hip-hop, music, poetry, words, memories, messages, ways we were. Weakness and strength, triumph and tragedy, hurt. Phoenixes, circular sequences, rebirth. Hip-hop, music, poetry, words, memories, messages, ways we were. Weakness and strength, triumph and tragedy, hurt. Phoenixes, circular sequences, rebirth. This is my real world, where only beats can make me feel whole. With no shield to hold this life's rougher than steel wool. This wheel's rolling silent while others get greasing. I internalize my burdens while the weight's increasing, leaving me believing I'm in need of a change of scenery. Wondering if I'm an MC people would pay a fee to see. Asleep underground, if you see me run around, it's cause I'm pounding pavement, so one day I can see me run this town, reach through the sound. But lost I seek to be found, bringing heat to these beats so Newspeak can reap the renown. Grab the turnips to bleed something out. This rain keeps coming down, I've been rapping for years, time to release something now. Circle around, Newspeak sounds got the crowd loyal. Underground is oil, now watch the town boil. Knee deep in the brown soil. Winston Smith spits the gift with enough game to clown Hoyle. Destined to be crowned royal. Hip-hop, music, poetry, words, memories, messages, ways we were. Weakness and strength, triumph and tragedy, hurt. Phoenixes, circular sequences, rebirth. Hip-hop, music, poetry, words, memories, messages, ways we were. Weakness and strength, triumph and tragedy, hurt. Phoenixes, circular sequences, rebirth.
Hitting you with an assortment of Portland forces, forming a fortress of proportions never seen before. The four horsemen, and when I'm so hope for the open me events and so but so when I'm so no when I'm most
Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul.
I paint heaven with the tall brush, just like a skyscraper. Fly with my flavor, I vaporize pigment on lined paper. Applying my nature liberal across the valley floor surface. Sally forth first with a burst of pure adrenaline from spray can hands. Winston Smith, the first MC to say fuck the crowd if they can't hang. I made it, man. Not sure what I made though, not sure I can make dough, but I got all the gold I need on my halo. I stay low, don't take off, then I'm off, taking the paint off my dome roof, leave the flown cool. I hear the habitual critics say there's no proof, so I bring rocks for my scaffold to show I'm stone truth. Leader of my own group, throwing parties, got friends like Donnie Darko and Jimmy Stewart and Harvey. Hardly the one to question the imagination of, while I'm on the floor scraping the remains of your affirmations.
Beauty is a form of genius, as it needs no explanation. Beauty is a form of genius, it's higher, indeed, than genius, as it needs no explanation.
Can you feel it? Yeah. Yes, I can. Can you feel it? Alright. Yes, I can. Can you feel it? Yes, I can. Can you feel it? At least I can.
I'm zoned out, pulling heavy on a camel light, navigating I-5 in search for the afterlife. Homebound, or wherever my weight throws me. Jackknife on these crossroads, purgatory so lonely. Lonely, once in life, twice in death. Even though I'm spread thin, I kinda like the stress of it. I drink this mortal skin for eternal breath, so I guess I'm sorta blessed to be your puppet. I'm something restless, someone turn on the light switch. Every day like it's my last, stepping complete in my life's wish. A day later, dollar short, but the experience is priceless. Who's only held up by his many vices? God doesn't like us, so I wear many disguises. Last days on but I enjoy the silence when everything gets fuzzy and you forget where the time went. Just remember, buddy, don't do the same that I did.
Beauty is a form of genius, as it needs no explanation. Beauty is a form of genius, it's higher, indeed, than genius, as it needs no explanation.
Can you feel it? Alright. Yes, I can. Can you feel it? Yeah. Yes, I can. Can you feel it? Yes, I can. Can you feel it? Yeah. At least I can. I paint heaven with my fingertips like an overgrown school kid. A fool with a full ride scholarship moving through this fog of war, slugging onward towards what I'm not sure. Slice the life support cord at its spike using my proper form. Sport the pro clothes and Elton's overalls that work the pro flows. And dog and pony shows and sports bars. MCs cannibalize for warm hearts. Engage dues paid by whose freight grasp, but reality's more flawed. With the tattered tapestry as a cape in a dreamscape where the nothing erases everything in its wake. I hope I make it through the night guided by pen light. I'll only leave my residence to tighten up the tent spikes. Some tense tighter than my fingers on this precipice. Left with a choice between a fall and a climb that I'm fed up with. I'll never give up as long as I got my paintbrush and ears to detect the competitors saying wait up.
Beauty is a form of genius. It needs no explanation. Beauty is a form of genius. Time needs no genius, as it needs no explanation.
Conversation directs a temptation of sex overhead as we speak and eagerly wait for the next line a piece of these texts we weave hopefully to impress the opposite sexes as expression needs to connect and not even in bed. People need to keep a companion, a friend who understands them, not just who sleeps in a cabin. At least someone who needs someone appealing more than one way, so we can keep it up. I need a love that's more like Sunday. I've been beaten up and once flamed. They say it's twice shy. I must be hopeful though, cause broken hearts don't skip beats like mine. Part of me so stupid, fell for a cute kid before I knew it, and now it's hard to breathe and even movement seems to increase the weight of pressure on my chest. Please just say yes or no. Don't play with me like I'm a chess piece. I just wish I could kiss you, man. I wish this shit was simple. If I never really knew you, then why the fuck do I miss you? You're beautiful, I'm a creep. When I met you, I'm surprised that I could speak. I never really know why you talk to me. I wish I could see a side of me. You see, this isn't natural. You're beautiful, I'm a creep. And when I met you, I'm surprised that I could speak. I'll never really know why you talk to me. I wish I could see a side of me. You see, this isn't natural. My phone in my pocket, my foot waiting for the other shoe to drop off it. My brain obsessed and stressed, I need to stop it. My palms sweaty, my arms heavy, my head ready, killer while buzzing. Like I was clutching tight just the other night. My legs running like 3 miles of hills to forget, but I still get chills when I think of you till I get your call and reassurance, which relieves the burdens and almost makes me feel like I'm a normal, decent person. Well, almost in a small dose of time you spent with me can tell you're worth more than every rose that grows in this city. I fish for kisses, cause your kiss is inexplicable. If it didn't sound like bliss, that I say the miss, I've sipped your soul. Don't withhold your lips from me, please, it's despicable trickery. Every glance you give to me is a gift I'll keep if I live to be 90. You reawaken something inside me. Fuck the pretense, it's obvious, I think of you highly. You're beautiful, I'm a creep. When I met you, I'm surprised that I could speak. I'll never really know why you talk to me. I wish I could see a side of me. You see, this isn't natural. You're beautiful, I'm a creep. And when I met you, I'm surprised that I could speak. I'll never really know why you talk to me. I wish I could see a side of me. You see, this isn't natural.
Are we ready to go? Okay.
Give it to me one time for hip hop. Give it to me one time for hip hop. One time. Every time like the first time. The first rhyme. Sparking splits like, listen to this shit is sick. This kid was quick at getting intimate with Little Miss Bass Bottom, bringing new tapes to his place often. Arizona sunshine, dirt weed, peeping Deltron, smoking up my first trees. Immersed in CDs outside, feeling the earth's breeze. Ditching my first classes, getting my first D's. I really was pleased, no problems to fine tune. That's the summer that I wish I could rewind to. Got half a mind to pop the Black Alicious soundtrack. Underground rap got me going round back. Found that even though my life has changed, kinda strange that I still feel the same, rhymes the same. Getting aged, a little older and a little more jaded.
But it still feels great when I pop the tape.
So how'd you feel when you first found it? My heart pounded, all about it, listen even though my friends clowned it. Now I'm surrounded by artists living in a dream, my dream. Lucid, given to the scene. So how'd you feel when you first found it? My heart pounded, all about it, listen even though my friends clowned it. Now I'm surrounded by artists living in a dream, my dream. Lucid, given to the scene. Given to the scene, what an addict gives to his drug. Everything, years of my life, my money, my bliss and my blood. Is it enough? It's hard to say. What's the purpose in life worth? I never thought that this would be my life's work. Many sailors get the call of the siren at sea. Most shipwreck on the side of a island like me. I'll never try to get free. I know the danger's side is sip a cider right, but those other guys that died were in me. A cruel mistress with such beautiful lips that misfits are proven there's nothing they won't do for her kisses. Of lemmings, I'm the leader of the pack. A beating, I'm a rap without flow. I need a rubber raft. Flat out, this is my cause, I won't betray it. Even if we're overstaffed, I'm gonna keep slaving. Getting aged, a little older and a little more jaded.
But it still feels great when I pop the tape.
So how'd you feel when you first found it? My heart pounded, all about it, listen even though my friends clowned it. Now I'm surrounded by artists living in a dream, my dream. Lucid, given to the scene. So how'd you feel when you first found it? My heart pounded, all about it, listen even though my friends clowned it. Now I'm surrounded by artists living in a dream, my dream. Lucid, given to the scene.
Perhaps this album has started you towards an interest in this music and has made you curious and ready to start listening to what is to me and many others the most important and fascinating part of American music and life. I certainly hope it has.
Pain and fold, where were you? Illmatic, how'd you feel? Low end theory, what did it teach you? Labor Days, could you live without me? Stakes is high, where were you? Resurrection, how'd you feel? Criminal minded, what did it teach you? Hard to earn, could you live without me? Sketchbook, infinite, things fall apart.
This is Abadawn.
Speak.
So you're down to do the mixing and mastering on my album then?
Word, bro, I'm down to do it, but here's the deal. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Oh, word.
I'll take your money, right? Then I'll make you wait a month while I operate my computer using only my bare ass cheeks like this, and hope that when I'm done, your mixes will sound good, but in the end, they'll be so shitty you'll throw up a little bit in the back of your mouth when you hear them.
Oh, word?
Yeah, but you're an idiot, so you'll pay me anyway and give me a second chance to make things right.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
That's when I'll make you wait a couple more months while I record myself making fart noises into a microphone. Then I'll play those for you, at which point you'll decide maybe we should part ways.
Yeah.
Next, you'll find another guy to mix your shit, and he'll get almost done when his computer will explode and you'll lose all your data. Then you'll have one of two options. You could pay him to start all over again from scratch while you huddle in a ball and cry, or you could find a new engineer and have him start from scratch while you load and unload a shotgun, wishing you had enough courage to put it to your head and end the entire farce.
Fuck it, I think I'll just do that right now.
Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If a man is working toward a predetermined goal and knows where he's going, that man is a success. If he's not doing that, he's a failure. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
Yeah, what he said. Hi, my name is Winston. I'm an average machine, busy planting a seed to establish a tree, the fruit of which I'll happily sell and provide the pay for what life's taxing for me. Just don't ask me to prematurely pick between the plant or the tree. Adam and Eve had it so easy, acting just freely. I gladly swap lives with any caveman, you have to believe me. How well those chumps were decided which berries to eat. I'm huddled in my house in 2005. It's too scary to leave. Get a job, get some money. About your moms, it isn't funny. Yeah, but it is sobering, running after Uncle Joey in a contest and no-do hoboing. Owing life to my parents' hospices, staying here till they want me out, then I'll make my parents hostages. Achievement anyway. Is it getting your Rolex gold? Rolling Benzes with excess Benjamins in your vest fold? I can't be left behind if I don't try to be successful. Fuck this modern world, living in is just too stressful. What's your plan? What's your dream? What's your motivation? This is for my students getting useless education. This is for my people living life as entertainment. This is for my slackers, say success is overrated. What's your plan? What's your dream? What's your motivation? This is for my students getting useless education. This is for my slackers, say success is overrated. Success is overrated. Success is overrated. We're underrated. Downsides from jobs and groups. My smartest friends get laid off work more than prostitutes. That's the truth, the CEO's saying. That's right. In 05, job security's having a job holding a flashlight. Hold your hands tight around the nest egg. My idea of a nest egg is when I'll actually live in a nest. Getting some rest with the egg I lay trying to get with success. These days, if you get fucked at the office, it isn't from sex. Thing I went to college to get my education. Now I'm fully trained to get a job at a corporation, which will inevitably outsource my occupation to a plucky Southeast Asian with lower expectations. Forget it. In fact, I'm fine living with less gold. I'll fit right in when Skit living is the world's best goal. I can't be left behind if I don't try to be successful. Fuck this modern world, living in is just too stressful. What's your plan? What's your dream? What's your motivation? This is for my students getting useless education. This is for my people living life as entertainment. This is for my slackers, say success is overrated. What's your plan? What's your dream? What's your motivation? This is for my students getting useless education. This is for my slackers, say success is overrated. Success is overrated. Success is overrated.
Here's the key to success. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
I'm not a big enough dick to get rich quick. I'm not smart at conspiring, plus I have a conscience which cuts my options entirely. I'm garden variety dork who was jealous of the kids in the honor society. Too lazy to succeed in the college environment. I couldn't meet all the requirements, the hoops and hurdles. Maybe I wasn't tough enough compared to girls, I'm too maternal. Stupid world, we can't compare our standards. Why malign a 24-year-old boy man in a pair of Pampers? Am I a failure because I'm out of touch with reality? No, it's because you mock society to affirm your slacker mentality. Oh, that's true, I suppose you've got me there. But as a kid, nobody didn't tell me that life would not be fair. Well, when you put it that way, I'll meet my dreams halfway between completion and an apartment filled with overflowing ashtrays. I can't be left behind if I don't try to be successful. Fuck this modern world, living in is just too stressful. What's your plan? What's your dream? What's your motivation? This is for my students getting useless education. This is for my people living life as entertainment. This is for my slackers, say success is overrated. What's your plan? What's your dream? What's your motivation? This is for my students getting useless education. This is for my slackers, say success is overrated. Success is overrated. Success is overrated.
I left the psychiatrist's office today with pills in a little bag like one from a candy store. You can call me growing up. I call myself kid with adult weight on me. The type to burn your pockets with a self-hate guilt trip. Picture a human head about twice the normal size, with eyes wide enough to catch it all while it passes.
I watch people like sleeping people watch their eyelids, and since everyone's asleep, there's nobody to watch me. When I see my reflection, I remind myself of someone I used to know. Discontinue who I am to continue what I can't be.
Nobody alive will ever understand my perspective. Whatever you think I am, let me sign the confession. Life is depression. The only silver linings I find are on the razor blades they slide inside of my lessons.
I've been hiding weapons, so I won't try connecting my fantasy to blast at each of you from happening. With ebony fangs, I'm threatening heaven to change. I'm not hurt, I'm just letting it stain.
I only regret I couldn't make this album more painful, more hateful, sadder and tattered, more unstable, more morbid and poured more of me through the cable, so you couldn't see the cover till you wiped my blood off the label.
Now read the insides, even these lines. Closer, motherfucker, I said read the insides. My myth is an immaculate mammoth, and more than you and me, a mirror mimic of myself, living in the tune I believe.
Pain, death, confusion, sex, lose yourself in illusion until there's nothing left. Passion shifts in, move along the mission. You people will never hear me, even if you listen. Brains, breath, delusions, test. Lose yourself in illusion until there's nothing left. Passion shifts in, move along the mission. You people will never hear me, even if you listen.
I'm blasting off the stage like a cannon launching rage. Matches blaze for the moment while I'm scanning the place. I try and fill the void we lost, but get a thrill enticing bluff. Try and get my point across, but I can't kill myself enough.
I'm a sword in a sheath, striding chords in a beat, like schizophrenics moved out of asylums and forced to the streets. You can't ignore a disease, stored in your genes like cancer. I can't believe in Jesus, so for me there's no easy answers.
We've been handcuffed to the flagpole. When I reach the top, breathing stops. Pledge a plunge into example. Never done what you would call amble. The pace of life speeds itself up into a sleazy rat race.
Back to the start, another bad statistic for the chart. And feel less like a vampire after it's dark, but more like a creature with pointed teeth and death in his eye. Walking the streets, cursing the demons who mess with his mind. Pain, death, confusion, sex. Lose yourself in illusion until there's nothing left. Passion shifts in, move along the mission. You people will never hear me, even if you listen. Brains, breath, delusions, test. Lose yourself in illusion until there's nothing left. Passion shifts in, move along the mission. You people will never hear me, even if you listen.
Depersonalization disorder has been plaguing people and intriguing doctors for decades because it can be as difficult to diagnose as it is to experience. What exactly is it?
Depersonalization is the subjective experience of feeling unreal, detached, feeling kind of odd and strange. Often they have a sense that they're watching, they're observing themselves or their environment, but they're not really in it, they're not acting. They're not participating, they're going through emotions. People can feel detached from their thoughts. People may not be able to feel, they should or are acting. These kinds of symptoms that have to do with essentially kind of an altered state of consciousness.
Who do you know? They question whether he's actually alive or dead. Thinking his former self is still trapped, deceased inside his head. See on my cassettes, I don't speak. I try to capture the white noise and enhance the background to hear the ghost rapping in my voice. Retreat to sleep because sleep's the retreat of people that's pursued by demons but still seek to retreat the peaceful. Seeing through this keyhole, every happy thought just seems deceitful, undermining the serene scenes until it's all obscene and evil. How's it really gonna be now? Silly of me to think that I can get any relief. How am I ever gonna get my knees out of this quicksand? Escape from the sick land, getting beats out of this daydream. Everything is just another way to get me out of need. 100 feet to pull me out, but I'm starting to enjoy this pit, so I think I'll let it hold me down. Who do you know? Then I'll rock a verse with laryngitis. Because without a mic in his hand, he realizes how barren life is. Share my mind with the walls, but they standing there in silence. I swear I'm dying, sick from this chamber in the air inside it. Because I see the shine in the mirror, the stares of my iris. I barely recognize the mask, although I wear one just like it. I swear I'm just a careless science experiment. Outcome in a symbolic wheelchair, everything but my voice is now known. How's it really gonna be now? Silly of me to think that I can get any relief. How am I ever gonna get my knees out of this quicksand? Escape from the sick land, get a beat out of this daydream. Everything is just another way to get me out. I need 100 feet to pull me out, but I'm starting to enjoy this pit, so I think I'll let it hold me down. Who do you know? It's been to the breaking back, then went back to the breaking sass, simply to stay inspired by the sensation he's sinking fast. Put down your drinking glass, listen, adjust your thinking caps. If hip-hop dies, I'll kill myself to go to the other side and bring it back. I sling a rap like a broken arm on a soldier, sure as death and income tax. Script spoken hard as a boulder, no one's heart is older. The struggle ages and changes you. If you ain't consumed by it, you consume it and it's containing you. How's it really gonna be now? Silly of me to think that I can get any relief. How am I ever gonna get my knees out of this quicksand? Escape from the sick land, get a beat out of this daydream. Everything is just another way to get me out. I need 100 feet to pull me out, but I'm starting to enjoy this pit, so I think I'll let it hold me down. Who do you know? It's taking 7 medications to level his brain. Receive no relief, pour the pills down the drain. Really the same, so if Satan's listening and willing to trade, I got a pen in my hand ready to fill out my name. Cause I could rise to the top just to impress the passers-by. Marry a model, win the Nobel Prize and still be satisfied. With a cancer metastasized to every organ in my body, you still probably wanna hear me spit happy shit at the party. How's it really gonna be now? Silly of me to think that I can get any relief. How am I ever gonna get my knees out of this quicksand? Escape from the sick land, get a beat out of this daydream. Everything is just another way to get me out. I need 100 feet to pull me out, but I'm starting to enjoy this pit, so I think I'll let it hold me down. Who do you know? This taste for humans both fuels his insane delusions, and as useful as the muse he's infused with to make his music. Making moves right, getting paid in blank stares instead of money, getting busy just getting honest with people instead of fronting. It's the second coming, Edgar Allan Poe in the flesh. I flow freely, gushing from the psychic hole in my chest, folding it stressed out, leaving impressions that at best I'm pressed down. So little boy, you still think you're depressed now? How's it really gonna be now? Silly of me to think that I can get any relief. How am I ever gonna get my knees out of this quicksand? Escape from the sick land, get a beat out of this daydream. Everything is just another way to get me out. I need 100 feet to pull me out, but I'm starting to enjoy this pit, so I think I'll let it hold me down. Who do you know? Debaser. I'm commander of the drums, watch them jump in my assertiveness. It's a perfect fit, nerdy glasses and a nervous twitch. I'm gonna snap, I said it to my teachers but none of them laughed. They didn't know how to fucking react. Stricken and you're caught in the steam of my word, living in my thoughts while you're feeling the urge to sip another drop and just deal with the burn. Demons of earth cough while I'm preaching my sermon.
I'll skip the subtleties, stick with the fuck MCs. You wanna come up and end up seeing me clutching these nuts. For the next generation of those under me, it sucks. The rest of this nation is so blundering. I'm wondering when habits will die, leaving me standing in the Pacific Northwest. We rain down with sand. I'm an MC that supports less and destroys more, with the same quiet reserve observed in a cold war.
Get on the floor now, this is the time. I spit and shine, the art form trying to misaligned. I lift the rhyme from what was torn down to sit and shrine. I'll flip the lines until I'm worn out at quitting time. Now we'll get what's mine, get on the floor now, this is the time. I spit and shine, the art form trying to misaligned. I lift the rhyme from what was torn down to sit and shrine. I'll flip the lines until I'm worn out at quitting time. Now we'll get what's mine. I hit the high note and stride a punchline like a tightrope. So when you come to my show, you wanna buy the tape to bump on the ride home. Leave your mind blown when I throw the rhyme sharp like a pine cone. Rockin' nasally so my style is nose to the grindstone. I'm known by those in the know as one who freaks the spot, whether I'm getting green or not. I'm lyrical royalty like Tila Rock, deep and off the precipice, stomping upon your sediments with CDs heating your residence and exceeding your measurements. The specialist, maker of refined rap flavor, the lab laborer, laying a line on scratch paper. The track shaper, breaking backs up in the blast chamber, making a whack hater doubt his skill to break through moistened bag paper. Fill up your ashtray and pour a PBR, throw a party for your friends and burn them all our CDRs. Then car caravan to the CD bar before our show starts. Get stupid wild and raise your hands up in the dope part. Get on the floor now, this is the time. I spit and shine, the art form trying to misalign. I lift the rhyme from what was torn down to sit and shrine. I'll flip the lines until I'm worn out at quitting time. Now we'll get what's mine, get on the floor now, this is the time. I spit and shine, the art form trying to misalign. I lift the rhyme from what was torn down to sit and shrine. I'll flip the lines until I'm worn out at quitting time. Now we'll get what's mine.
When I'm making a record, you're gonna get a lot of me. 6'6", hobbies include pornography and chicks with whips. Take a ride on my Odyssey. Bring those lipstick lips, I'll supply the psychology. I won't deny that I'm probably too sick with this to provide the camaraderie you seek. Speak to those in your own skill set. You just an MC I haven't bothered to kill yet.
I invite you to take the tour through this concert hall filled with smoke, faces, and a breaker floor. Inebriates flock, obediently drinking their God, sitting and lighting it, breathing exhaust. The next day, sleeping it off, you just lost edge. The price you pay for being hip-hop heads. But if you came to listen to Top 10, instead you just got fed something nutritious, my dick on bread.
Toe Jam, big girl. Wreck. Toe Jam, big girl.
Newspeak.
Meet the man without a name who got 1,000 monikers. The wanderer trotting on dirt forgotten by commoners. Shit, these cobblestones must have been cobbled up by cobblers, cause I'm practically hobbled from following along their curves. It's getting on my nerves, hitting on my feet. I'm getting off the street. For me, getting off the beaten path is like me getting off the beat. See, I'm locked in tight, this got me thinking about fate. Ready to flip the script on the guy just to show him about fate. Cause that's the way the path goes, feeling that close. Leaning in to break the tape, I gotta smash nose. You can wait and tap toes, I'll attack foes. The day that I relax, the day I hang my hat low. Cause that's the way the path goes, feeling that close. Leaning in to break the tape, I gotta smash nose. You can wait and tap toes, I'll attack foes. The day that I relax, the day I hang my hat low. I've been trying real hard, wanna get that gold star. Feeling like I just painted a whole car from half a can. Stuck in the long dark traffic jam of the soul as the master plan unfolds. Close your eyes to see the expanse of space this man controls. I've been looking for a hand to hold since I was 15. I was 7th year sophomore, done keeping his grip clean. Been to the trip scene with a chick sleeping with me, let's get dreaming. Call a bitch through the magic stick, now she's just leaving. Cause that's the way the back bends, staying mad tense. Taking pictures of these scenes with a cap lens. At least I'll say I have friends when this track ends. It ain't sad when you pass, cause your problem's in the past tense. Cause that's the way the back bends, staying mad tense. Taking pictures of these scenes with a cap lens. At least I'll say I have friends when this track ends. It ain't sad when you pass, cause your problem's in the past tense. Nah, who's that kid who used to do those things he used to do? His ambitions or missions that seem to follow him close. Now he's a ghost, he was supposed to grow a crazy kid who was so a fool. I object to his acts, but I'm passionately overruled. Butterfly effect shudder passes over my brother and I. Some wonderful guys who try stupid shit a couple of times just to be sure to make it stick. Now what makes me sick, it almost makes me glad we filled our blood to make it thick. Cause that's the way the time flies, seen through my eyes. Cats count marbles, they've lost through all their 9 lives. I'd like to say that I tried when it's my time. Just another drop of water flowing through the pipeline. Cause that's the way the time flies, seen through my eyes. Cats count marbles, they've lost through all their 9 lives. I'd like to say that I tried when it's my time. Just another drop of water flowing through the pipeline. Cause this is down and out, up and in, rolling punches on the chin. Been there to that, took a flick and flashed it's easy fucking grin. Peeps like what's up with him, he's always acting abrasive. Sorry, it took time to tell the chicks in high school were tasteless. Now I'm pacing these blocks with a head of deep thoughts. Clonopin in my pocket and now now I got the scene locked. Past the treetops, giddy delusions of picket fences. Rolling my eyes at my rhymes like fuck it, this shit's pretentious.
Wind is like that. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it sighs. Sometimes it's mournful and it seems that it cries.
Still Newspeak, don't adjust your radio. Different vibe though, with the rhyme flow. I'm looking through the city with a Vaseline lens. Seems to make it easier to digest when I'm stressed. We're back, freaking out of the inside, but acting average. When all I wanna do is run in the woods, screaming like a classic savage. The crystal ball showed me a future sedation from the hypo. Till then I'll talk to imaginary friends like, can you call it psycho? My head's not screwed on too tight, so I can't get it twisted like the top of the bottle on my last passive prescription. Listen doc, I don't need pills, I need a time machine so I can ride back, find the muse, mine was clean and be like, there's hope for the future. See, you'll spend 3 years choking on hookahs, consuming other forms of dope with them users. Then you'll fry your brain on shrooms, practically lose it. Learn to rap and get moving, do some shows and be the dope ass producer. Donors a bruiser. Together we're ready to devastate any heavyweight, steadily blazing tapes to the levee. Well, I guess I did too many drugs. Guess I didn't get enough love when I was growing up. Guess I'll never know enough. Guess I'm just trying to cope, but it's tough. I guess I hope is enough. I hate myself, but I guess it's just this world that sucks. I guess I did too many drugs. Guess I didn't get enough love when I was growing up. Guess I'll never know enough. Guess I'm just trying to cope, but it's tough. I guess I hope is enough. I hate myself, but I guess it's just this world that sucks. I keep stepping, perpetual motion. Though I'm known as a fish out of water, like any catch you should have been left in the ocean. Learn lessons with no coaching. Life is a test of devotion. I'll pass as long as I'm correct with the guesses I've chosen. The process of surface erosion is throwing my nature into sharp relief, like the contrast of urban encroachment. So I grow my own dope shit. Oh, my golden ticket. Ordered the train at platform 9 3/4, and now I'm rolling with it. Feel like I'm going places, but I hope I'm not just dizzy from spinning in circles, not knowing my own sensations. For example, I can't see the city for the people. Feel like a blind man lost in a city full of people. It's a long journey, bring a good book. I'm not staying stationary, so take a good look before I pass you by like a flash of light. Man, I know it's just a dream, guys, but we all have to try. Well, I guess I did too many drugs. Guess I didn't get enough love when I was growing up. Guess I'll never know enough. Guess I'm just trying to cope, but it's tough. I guess I hope is enough. I hate myself, but I guess it's just this world that sucks. I guess I did too many drugs. Guess I didn't get enough love when I was growing up. Guess I'll never know enough. Guess I'm just trying to cope, but it's tough. I guess I hope is enough. I hate myself, but I guess it's just this world that sucks. I remember when I was a kid, life wasn't great, it was shit. Still I'm tempted to place the rosy shades on my nose's bridge and wistfully use my wits to compose a list of ways what I got is worse in comparison to history's supposed bliss. Wish I was a duck with water on my shoulder blades. I try, but I can't picture being happy in my older days. Fuck, I'm 24 and I'm already full of regrets, feeling like Jack Nicholson.
What if this is as good as it gets?
Oh man, that'd be sad as shit. I admit I wrote this bitch just to reassure my inner kid, giving him a hug accompanied with a little kiss, like kid me in life for amputee of missing limbs. Don't ever forget your Uncle Jeff and that Pittsburgh bridge. If you ever think nobody loves you, I do, so don't slit your wrist. Get your life together, work hard in this endeavor. It seems bad now, but hey, it won't last forever. I guess I did too many drugs. Guess I didn't get enough love when I was growing up. Guess I'll never know enough. Guess I'm just trying to cope, but it's tough. I guess I hope is enough. I hate myself, but I guess it's just this world that sucks. I guess I did too many drugs. Guess I didn't get enough love when I was growing up. Guess I'll never know enough. Guess I'm just trying to cope, but it's tough. I guess I hope is enough. I hate myself, but I guess it's just this world that sucks.
Have you tried Equanil? It does more than the other drugs will. It will lift you when you're depressed, dear. Guilt feelings are void, and you no longer feel paranoid. No more anxiety or fear. I prescribe Equanil. My